ex-teammate in Mike Harper there. Deng Deng was playing at Baylor when Mike Harper was playing at Hawaii. Falcons with the first possession. Dan Dillon turns, spins. So Falcons retain possession. Jace Reardon kicks it out. Mike Harper couldn't convert, but gets the ball back from Arkell. And Adrian Sturt misses. Now he puts it up and he converts. 3 points. Adrian Sturt, the first points of the game with the Falcons. Interestingly, they've gone into a zone to start with. As Dylan Stith nails the 3. So this McKinnon team is full of talent. When you have Jermaine Maybank coming off the bench, let alone Benji Tamir. So Sturt misses that shot. Harper gets the ball to Dillon. Dillon drives and rolls it back in. Stith. Tamada reads that fall of the ball better than anyone else, gets it to Platnick. Platnick can't get past Sturt, loses control. And it's a Falcons ball, 5-3. So back-to-back turnovers there. First one from Reardon for the Falcons as Dan Dillon puts it up and in. Just windmills it under the arm of the outstretched defender. And another turnover. Sees the Falcons score this time on an assist from Adrian Sturt. And Mike Harper putting it up. Tamada in and out. Reardon with the rebound. Falcons zone very low. As Harper goes to the basket and again another score. And a timeout to Justin Nelson as McKinnon down 11-3. Change of personnel on the courts. Benji Tamir has come on. And a foul called against the Falcons. So Deng Deng, top of the key, gets it into Platnick. Platnick pulls up, short, gets his own rebound, pulls it up, little jumper, it rolls. That's the Ivan Platnick we know. Of course, Ivan played for the Falcons for many, many years. before going to McKinnon a couple of seasons ago now. And the foul on Ivan as his ex-teammate Chris Arkell was pushed out of court. And great work there from Chris Arkell. Harper with the rebound, gets it across to Danny Dillon. Dillon's got Sturt. He loses control of it though. Tamir somehow juggles it past the outstretched hands of Reardon. Sturt with the rebound. Only as far as Platnick. Platnick now. Well, that was an interesting one. Dan Dillon has been called for the foul there. And Mike Harper trying to wrap the ball around his back. Sees it come off his heel, and it's a turnover there. Benji kicks it to Stith. Ding ding. And that's a nice move there. Everybody was watching what Ding Ding was going to do, and Tamir just slotted in behind the play. Arkell over to Sturt. Sturt doesn't get it to go. Ding Ding with the rebound. And there's been a foul called. So a foul on Adrian Sturt, that's his second. No, sorry, it's on his first. Ivan almost running the same inbound play as the Falcons then. Arkell kicks it out to Harper. Harper pulls up. Nothing but net. Yep. So Falcons holding on to a lead here of 6 points as the shot misses Dillon with a quick transition basket on the end of the pass from Reardon. Stith into Platnick. This game is warming up all of a sudden as Platnick over the top of Jace Reardon. That's something that Jace saw for many, many years. Jason, of course, playing for Corio Bay against the Falcons. As Chris Arkell hits a long three. (23 plays 14). Tamir floats it up and scores. All of a sudden, both teams have woken up. Dillon working on Tamada. Tamada with the rebound. Ivan was there just in case. Tamada finds Tamir. Tamir can't get it to go. Sturt with the rebound. Kicked to Dillon. Over to Reardon. Reardon back to Harper. Harper's in and out shot. Mopped up, however, by Ding Ding. That was a sight that for many, many years as Platnick is on the end of the basket there. End of the pass, I should say, to get the basket. Deng Deng was prolific in his time playing for Waverley on the boards, as Arkell can't get it to drop this time. Another board to Deng Deng. And Kelleher and Leasting on the court for Waverley. So Brad Kelleher sits down and Dylan comes back on for the Falcons. Leasting getting some support from his teammate Jace Reardon. Scores both of those. Wilson off to Deng Deng. Deng Deng drives, pulls back, floats it up, doesn't go. Reardon with the rebound. Almost stolen by Platnick. So Motley not able to convert, and Leasting coming in very quickly in there, just juggled the ball across the line. It's with Platnick, up to Stith. Stith drives. Couldn't get past Arkell. Wilson, three-point shot is good, over the top of the screen. None of the Falcons players there trying to contest that shot. And Danny Dillon scores on the top of a very clever passage of play from the Falcons. Wilson back to Deng. Maybank. He's got Platnick inside, ignores that, gets it into Deng, who gets back to Platnick. That's better. Platnick can't get it to drop though. Not having a best of nights is Ivan. Leasing, blocked by Platnick. Arkell in isolation against Tamir, but Tamir wins that one. And Tamada in and out for him. Dan Dillon picking up the pace, gets the ball down to Motley. Motley pulls up. His shot's good this time. This is what we know he can do. Haven't seen too much of it though. Certainly not this game. Deng Deng, nice work. Doesn't get it to go. Stith going up, has the ball slapped out of his hand by Jace Reardon. And into the game now is Adrian Sturt, giving Chris Arkell a bit of a rest. Stith across to Tamada. Tamada slowing it down, gets it to Tamir. Tamir back to Stith. Tamada, three-point attempt is good. Very flat shot, but it never looked like it was going anywhere but the basket. Reardon drives. Sturt just not following through on that cut. And the ball was slightly overthrown. Ding ding to Tamir. So they're looking much better, the Cougars, when they pass the ball through hands. There's Tamir pulling it up, doesn't go. Reardon with the rebound, gets it to Leasting. Leasting steps through and scores. Three-point shot doesn't go. Leasting with the rebound, gets it to Reardon. It's with Dillon, over to Motley. Motley's shot from deep corner is good. So Deng into Platnick. Platnick, he makes it a little bit more competitive for the McKinnon Cougars. Great passage to play there from the Falcons. Bit of a misdirect from Dan Dillon. They're calling young Tim Leasting to get into position and then completely ignoring him. Deng Deng with the rebound. So McKinnon players are all focused on what Leasting was going to do. As Tamada can't get it to go. In and out, rebound by the Falcons. And this time is going to be a foul against Dylan Stith. Just pushing Reardon out of court there. And Dan Dillon returns the favour to Adrian Sturt. Previous passage of play there. Sturt to Dillon. Now it was Dillon to Sturt. So Dylan Larkin onto court for Jaquez Motley as Platnick foils here's Dillon, and Dillon this time has been called for an offensive foul. Yeah. So Adrian Tamada made, well, be interesting to see what happens with that. We might have to have a look at that on the game tape a bit later on. As Dan Dillon comes back on, as does Jaquez Motley. And Dan Dillon taking Laycock on will go to the line with 1.4 seconds left on the game clock. Makes the first, looking to get the second. Misses that. Ding Ding with the rebound, and that's it for the first half. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back in about 7 or 8 minutes. Have turned up to watch this game. It is a almost full stadium, not quite, as Tamada fouls Dan Dillon. Sturt being guarded by Platnick. Hands off to Dillon. Dillon turns the corner, gets it to Sturt. And the jam! So Falcons get the rebound as Stith loses control. Arkell with the pressure there. Well, that was interesting. Stith wrapping Reardon up. Dan Dillon couldn't get... So there's some really physical stuff going on down there at the moment under the basket. And both refs letting it go. Another jam. Smart work there from Reardon. Again, bit of misdirection on the Falcons' part. Tamir over to Stith. Stith, three-point shot is good. Keeping themselves in touch. But they do need to get a run on, and they need to stop the Falcons from scoring. As Dillon just pulls back and nails the three. Couple of jab steps. Saw Tamada wasn't coming to him and just stepped back. Tamir doesn't get it go, but Tamada says, I want it. Then he throws it out to Harper, and that has to be, it's not going to be called, but it should have been an unsportsmanlike. There was no attempt on the ball there whatsoever. And again, Tamir with the foul. Maybe it wasn't on Tamir. But Danny Dillon is at the line, and he's been very good from the line so far. He has well, having just looked down at the stats there, he's shot at 50%, and he hasn't let himself down there either. Still at 50%. Stith. Over the top of Harper. Great work there from him. Sturt pulls up. Ooh, what's happened there? Took my eye off what was happening there, and there's a hold. Harper doesn't get it to go. Tamada with the rebound, the smallest player on the court at the moment. As Deng pulls up, doesn't get his shot to go. Dillon with the rebound. This time he's got Reardon on the outside. A no-look pass to him, and Jason Reardon, nothing but net. So Falcons out to a 20-point lead. And McKinnon already in foul trouble with 6:40-ish to go. Harper now with the rebound. Poor pass from him. Tamada. Now Dillon with a one-on-one decides just to pull up, and why not? And why not another three? And again, this is not quite a rout, but I'll tell you what, the Falcons looking very good at this stage. Dylan to Sturt. And Harkel. There's another three. The thing about this Falcons team is that they can really, really stretch the floor. They've got three-point shooters all over the place. As Platnick can't get his shot to go. So all their big men can shoot from outside as Dylan almost with a contested layup. And now it's a bulk interchange for the Cougars. And timeout to the Waverley Falcons at the game as a coach. Ivan. And the block from Sturt. Ivan pats Sturt on the back. Ivan not only is a firm favourite of the Falcons, having played here for many years, but also making his mark at McKinnon. But he and his partner are proud parents. As Adrian Sturt, working at both ends, Adrian Sturt. Harper, in and out. But it's come off Platnick. And Chris Arkell. Adds to his figures. Start with the rebound. He's been fouled. I think that was Sturt coming over the top. We'll soon see. Yes. He's picked up his second foul. So Stuyth still not able to make significant inroads into this lead. He does get one to drop. And Wilson can't gets it to Arkell. Now it's a one-on-one Dylan. And he's makes it over the top of Laycock. Dan Dillon, of course, signed by Melbourne United last season. Injured himself in the pre-season and didn't get any game time in the NBL season, but is coming back off that injury with the Falcons, and he's looking the goods as Arkell runs the baseline cut. So this to take it out to a 30-point lead. And that's it. So back onto the floor for the Falcons. Tim Leasing, Jaquel Motley. As Wilson drops 2. Dylan Larkin getting ready to come on with 2.5 minutes to go. Stife doesn't go. Certain. But that's it. He's picked up his 3rd.
Coming on his 3, McKinnon. Dylan Larkin checking in for Adrian. Off his 20 and on his 11. And coming off his 23 and on his 3.
Ive gets his first. And this is the second there. Ivan for many years was regarded by opposition coaches as somebody to send to the line because his free throw percentage was not particularly good. But as Arkell puts the shot up, Ivan with the rebound. The problem was that he went to the line so often, and he's going to go there again. So opposition coaches instructing their players to send him to the line actually worked against them. Ivan with misses that. Makes the second, so he's keeping his stats at 50% for his free throws. Leasting across to Arkell. Out to Dylan. Dylan's 3-point attempt missed, but it was rebounded. Well, it wasn't exactly rebounded. We'll call it a pass. And Arkell and Dylan smile about that. So it's fallen in.